Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. We got some articles here that claim the Russians are really in disarray and they are killed like flies. And there's some allegations coming from the, obviously from the Ukrainian military. And there's two of them. One about the number of Russian military personnel that is killed every day, and the other one is how much of the Russian army was destroyed so far. So this article comes from Ukrainska Pravda, first one from August 3rd, 2020. The title: 1/5 of Russian units in Ukraine have been defeated. That's the first one. The armed forces of Ukraine have defeated 1/5 of the Russian units involved in the war in Ukraine. That's probably they think that the Russians involved 200,000 people. The commander-in-chief of the armed forces, Valery Zaluzhny, following a conversation with the chairman of the U.S. Joint Chief of Staff, Mark Milley. I feel so safe with that guy. I mean, don't be too angry because he might come and do something to you. Angry white man, that's his problem. That's the main problem of Milley. That's what he said in the army, in the U.S. Army. That's the, angry white man like him, he said. And then why don't you just get out of there and leave any non-white, not angry person, if that's the biggest problem of the U.S. military, you weasel. During today's telephone conversation, we once again checked the estimates of Russian losses in the war. And we noted that the enemy has been suffering significant losses, primarily in manpower. 1/5 of the units of the Russian armed forces involved in combat operations in Ukraine have been defeated. Details: Zaluzhny also informed Milley that active fighting is currently taking place along 1,300 kilometers of the front. So that's about 800 miles, about 850 miles. That's how long the front is. And I'm quoting: "We really need to strengthen artillery fire. Give us more help here. I again appealed to our partners for this." You don't have partners, you have only owners and sponsors, said the commander-in-chief of the armed forces of Ukraine. Now that's the first one with Milley. That makes me so confident. If you got Milley on your team, good luck. All right, God. All right, so that's one. The other one comes from Ukrinform. It's from yesterday, the 12th of August, 2022. I was about to say 2025. I'm already there. And this is the title: about 500 Russian troops killed or wounded every day in Ukraine. 500, so it's 1,002 days. U.S. officials estimate, the Americans must be right, U.S. officials estimate that about 500 Russian troops are killed or wounded every day in Ukraine. Okay, how many are wounded and killed on the other side? I would like to know, so I know how efficient they are. Not that I care. I don't want to know, like, oh my God, there's more here or there. I just want to know how efficient the Russians are. What are they doing? Anything right or everything just wrong? Killing children, women, destroying hospitals, kindergarten, and sex shops. According to Ukrinform, the New York Times reported that with reference to the latest estimate by American intelligence and military officials, well, American intelligence have to get back to me regarding those weapons of mass destruction. Did they find them in Iraq yet or no? Did they ask their buddies in Great Britain if they found them? I guess not. According to Seth G Jones, the director of the International Security Program of the Center for Strategic and International Studies. Wow, it must be a big shot. Such large losses significantly exhausted the Russian army and reduced the effectiveness of its actions on the battlefield, if true. That reminds me, I can't remember who there was. He was a skeptic reading the Bible or something. The Bible, the scriptures, the Bible, whatever. And after he said, he noted, he wrote at on the last page, nice story or something like this, and then if true. The same with these guys. Nice story, nice conclusion over there, nice assessment, Mr. What was your name? Seth G Jones, if true. The Russian army is seriously depleted. That has implications on their, if true, then everything is correct what you're saying. That has implications on their ability to fight an effective ground campaign in Ukraine. That's true, if true. He said, adding that Russians probably don't have enough effective combat forces to fully take control of Donetsk region. Okay, according to Evelyn Farkas, the director of McCain, oh my God, Institute, the Russian authorities are taking every effort to attract new recruits for their army. I thought that Russia was a dictatorship, and I thought that Putin, if he wants, he can just make people just go and fight without, having any problem. Like, authorities are taking every effort to attract. You don't have to attract. You just tell them to, because they're like sheep, from what I heard. They're bad all the time, and Putin is omnipowerful. He's, and he does whatever he wants, so he can take about 30 millions of Russians and send them to the front, just like that. Oh, he doesn't have the power. Why? He has to convince them. I thought that they said that Putin is like that. Like, no, can't do it. No, okay. You see the contradictions here? All of a sudden they have to convince them. Yeah. And I'm quoting, they're pulling people from all over, unless they have a mass mobilization, which I don't see them being able to do at this point politically. Why not? Politically? What do you mean politically? They can do whatever they want. They're going to be at a loss. Now, remember when, maybe in about a month after the invasion started, the operation, it was a mass demonstration in Moscow stadium, where Putin went over there and says hello, and everybody was Putin, Putin, Putin. And then they were interviewing people on the street, and why did they go over there? I say to support Putin, to do this, do that. And then they were commenting in the how to call it, not the office, in the studio of this. People was a guy in group. It was BBC, I think, getting interviews of Russians that they were saying, "But do this," and the people in the studios, they were saying, like, serious, not a joke. Well, these guys were threatened. Their family were threatened by Putin and his, security services to go there. They were pulled out of their houses and taken over there. They really think that it's like Stalin and his other non-Russians times. Unbelievable. That's why these guys are living in a delusional alternate reality. So the same here. They tell me that he can do whatever. He can just take him out to go over there and on the stadium. That's what they say. That's what they were saying. And now they say, well, he has a hard time politically. What? It's going to hurt him politically? What do you mean? Their vote? So what do you mean it's going to hurt him politically? If he's a dictator and he can do whatever he wants, it's not going to hurt anything. He can do whatever he wants. He can kill half of Russia if he wants. Or not no more. Okay, it's going to hurt him politically, please. According to retired General Phil M. Beedlove, who was NATO Supreme, he's another. I covered him on 2 or 3 occasions. He's just, I don't know. But this is the people we march with. Supreme Allied Commander for Europe, the Russian military has lost so many troops that in some cases units have tried to force capture Ukrainians to fight. Okay, so I force you to fight and I give you a weapon, and what you're going to do the next thing after I give you a weapon, after I force you to fight? You're going to say, okay, I'm going to go to fight. There you go. Jesus Christ. They have a tremendous problem of manpower, and an even tougher problem that the manpower they have is not well trained. The best units have already been bloodied. As Ukrinform reported, from February 24th to August 12th, the armed forces of Ukraine eliminated about 43,200 Russian invaders. That's what they claim. Now remember, you can't force someone to fight and give him a weapon. he's gonna turn it against you that moment. It's like a cop giving a weapon to a criminal to go and fight other criminals. Why, really? Who got me here? Or a judge. Oh, you know what? I convicted you. I give you now a weapon, and you go and kill over there the guys that you came from. He's gonna say, okay, yeah, boom, boom, boom. It's kind of like stupid, don't you think? And that's the, again, beetle love. Oh my God, it was former NATO thing, and that he thinks like that. Is that ideology that clouds their brains? Is it ideology? Is sheer stupidity? It's still lack of understanding, below 86 IQ, too much vodka, too much jerk off. What's going on with these people? Oh, yeah, let's give them some weapons. We're gonna make them fight for us, and we're gonna give them a weapon to fight them, and they will do that. Will they not make a little, turn their weapons around as a group and join the opposition? What do you think? Psychologically, human naturally. Oh my God, stupid. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.